This week, WyoWire spoke with a PhD student who is using AI to help understand heart failure in cattle.
We took a look at the sale of TikTok to U.S. investors and what this may mean for the future of the app's ban on campus.
And we spoke with McIntyre students who got settled into the new South Hall dorms about the differences they noticed between the two facilities. Hello and welcome back. You're watching WyoWire, bringing you the latest on campus and statewide news. I'm Dylan Pierce.
And I'm Carolina Bolter.
The brand new South Hall is now open for its first semester on campus. Our Take in Southwick spoke with students and administrators on first impressions, as well as important updates on the old dorm halls.
On our last show, we saw students moving out of McIntyre Hall. This week, we were able to get their thoughts on moving into South. While South Hall has modern designs and includes things such as a kitchen and even a pinball machine, this student actually preferred the comfort of the old dorms.
The old dorms were nicer to live in as like a home. It was more of a homey environment. And the new dorms are basically a little bit more like an office building.
While South Hall is popular among students on campus, there are plans to reopen McIntyre. This student made it clear that he prefers to live in South.
Do not reopen Mac to anybody. It's honestly like the closest thing to a toxic nuclear waste plant. I would never want anyone that I know living there.
Housing and Dining did reach out to us to let us know that McIntyre Hall is set to reopen in the fall of 2026 after it undergoes a complete lobby refresh, elevator maintenance, and a deep cleaning of the entire building. White, Orr, and Downey Halls are set to close by the end of the next summer term, with deconstruction being the ultimate goal for these buildings. However, the timelines and plans for the deconstruction have not been finalized. I'm taking Southwick. Back to you, Carolina.
The popular app, TikTok, may be staying online in the U.S., but in Wyoming, questions about access are still up in the air. Following national security concerns over its Chinese ownership, operations were recently restructured under a new American-controlled business arrangement involving Oracle, a U.S.-based tech company, along with other investors. Here in Wyoming, TikTok remains banned on government devices and university networks after Governor Gordon issued the ban in 2022. WyoWire has reached out to President Seidel's office and the Board of Trustees about the future of this ban following the sale, and have not received a response at the time of this broadcast.
University of Wyoming PhD student Chase Markell has trained an AI model to predict the risk of congestive heart failure based on images of a cow's heart. When given a new image, Markell's model is able to assign a correct score 92% of the time. Here's Markell talking about what this innovation means for the future of cattle ranching.
So I sit on the line, and these organs, they come down on this conveyor belt like that. So I just sit there with a camera to collect this data, and then I keep them in sequence to make sure I know which animal that came from. And these are kind of zipping by pretty fast, so it can get a little bit hectic. So I take these images in the plant, and then I come back here, and I score them based on this scoring system. So it's a 1 through 5 system. And 1 is a normal heart, and 5 is a heart that would be like severely affected with congestive heart failure, so those are the bad ones. On ones that are false, like this one was 64%, it was a number 2 and it happened to be wrong. It was 48% sure on this one and it was wrong again. So this kind of tells you, like on those edge cases, that maybe it looks like a 1 or maybe it looks like a 2. Even the model is having a little bit of a hard time determining the difference between those two, which I think is interesting because as humans we kind of do the same thing.
Looking at the weather for next week, be prepared to bundle up as temperatures are not expected to get above 45 degrees. If you're walking to class, be on the lookout for expected snow flurries Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And now to more sports with Morgan Moore.
Hey Pokes, I hope y'all are having a good spring semester so far. Remember that intramurals are back up and running, so go make sure to sign up and have some fun before it's too late. UW men and women's rugby also started back up as well, so go show them some love, and remember, it is never too late to join. Go join. Now, UW basketball has been up to a lot over break, so let's do a quick rundown of some of the things that you might have missed. Wyoming men's basketball is currently 3-7 in the Mountain West, but 12-9 overall, and had recently just played Utah State and unfortunately lost, but it was a good game. As for Wyoming women's basketball, they are currently 5-6 in the Mountain West and 8-12 overall, and recently played Fresno State here at the Arena Auditorium and won. Good job, Cowgirls. Remember to go show some love and support. They are killing it this year. Now it's time for WyoWire's top 3 plays that you might have missed over break. Starting off with our Cowgirls playing San Jose State, Jane Rumpf with the deep 3 buzzer beater. What a way to end off that first half. Good job, Rumpf. Next, we have Carlsdotter with the 360 no-scope. What a crazy move by Carlsdotter. And remember, go show your Cowgirls some love. And for our number 1 play, we have Bennett with the oop to Gores, and Gores slams it down against San Jose State. What a crazy play, and that will be it for WyoWire's top 3 plays over break. And that will be it for WyoWire's top 3 plays over break. And that's our show. Be sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to tune into our next show. And remember, go Pokes!